Well, hello. This is a reading for all the earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're doing a reading for you for Mercury Retrograde, which is retrograding in the sign of Pisces. So that's your earth element with the water element, which they actually go along pretty good. But let's do a little reading. We're going to pull a Ganesh card and go from there. So Capacity to Love is the card that we have right now. And let's turn up the light a bit. Ooh, it's a shiny card. This is really great because Pisces is that watery energy of love and connection. And with this Capacity to Love card, we've got 3 and 34. So 3 plus 4 is 7. I feel like 7 is a very sacred number. And, 7 days of the week, 7 chakras, like 7 is a pretty magical number. And this just feels like it's a great time for you to really ground your connection to the things that you love and the things you desire. And let's pull some cards, and I'll pull 3 cards to start, and we will pull some other ones to go along with it and just see what the overall message is for you, Earth sign. Oh, perfect. Wow. Wow. All right. So we have the Empress, and this is the sign of Venus, which is tapping into that divine feminine energy, really connecting with your ability to feel centered and supported in your emotions and in the things that you are trying to see as abundant. And we have the Magician as well, which is all of the suits, all of the elements. And knowing that it takes all of the elements to truly find balance. Sometimes we have an overabundance of one or the other. And instead of seeing it as an imbalance, see it as an overabundance, which means how can you share it? How can you distribute it in a way that balances things out in your everyday life? And you also have the Queen of Wands, and this is a reminder of your more practical side, using that Wands energy to find the practicality in the things you do. I really feel that we are balanced by divine feminine energy here, and the Magician has more of a masculine energy. So this is really showing you that connection during this Mercury retrograde to be, it's not just about the things you do or don't do, but it's how you feel about them and how you bring them in to nurture. So let's clarify things. We're going to clarify this Ganesh card to start. Clarifying capacity. Capacity to shuffle. Capacity to love. Oh, you got 2 cards. Wow, I love it. So 10 of Cups to start. Capacity to love is like seeing where the synchronicities are in all areas of your life. And the Queen of Wands. Sorry, my camera blipped for a second there. And the Queen of Wands, again, is copying what this one is saying. It's like, take the action you want to take. Even though we're in retrograde, people say, don't do anything new. Well, maybe it's revisiting the things that you really enjoy doing, the things that make you feel good. That's what's going to give you that capacity to love. Now let's clarify this Empress card. I tell you, we've been feeling the glitchy part of Mercury retrograde, trying to get these readings out. So you have Justice, and having that balance of creating and nurturing and reaping what you sow, drawn to the wheat in front here. Justice is reminding you that there are 2 sides to that, and you may not always understand what it is, but just be willing to find that balance, and things will balance out. Even if you're not sure how it's going to look, it's okay. It's not up to you. You don't need to know that. All right, clarifying the Magician. We have the Three of Pentacles. I'm trying to get the glare off that. It's not working. Anywho, so the Magician with the Three of Pentacles is reminding you that it's not just about you bringing magic to your life and bringing things to manifest, but it's that you're part of the bigger picture. So sometimes you've got to rely on other people to do their part, which means you can't control them, which means you have to allow them to do it in their own way. And, you know, as an earth sign, you know, sometimes you want to be resourceful and responsible and practical, and you have to allow other people to do things in their own weird and wonderful, quirky way, which can kind of be, that can be a lesson in itself. So the capacity to love is just to allow people to do things in their own way, just as you would want people to allow you to do things in your own way. All right, Queen of Wands, we have the Four of Wands. Lots of wands coming up here. So we've got Cups, Pentacles, no swords other than in the Justice. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is about having, being happy with your situation. Things are stable. Things, you're finally able to relax and enjoy what's coming on. Celebrate the little things. I always find with this card, I know people often see it as, you know, celebrating like weddings and stuff, but it's a minor arcana card. So it's also a wands card, which is fire energy. So bringing in that ability for you to do things that you find creative, that bring in that comfort, wanting to have that comfort zone, right? So I want to pull a few more here just to see what other message comes. Well, we've got the Devil. So this is Capricorn energy. And you have to be aware of where you might be getting in your own way. And trust that when there is distraction, that's just a heads up for you to make the decision. Do something from love, not fear. Eight of Pentacles is saying sometimes you have to repeat things. You have to do things that are part of a cycle. So even if you're repeating it, you're doing it on a different day at a different time, different moon cycle, different moon phase. But it's definitely giving you all the different angles of doing this one thing that really allows you to see all the aspects of it, all faces of it. Three of Swords. This one came up for the fire signs. So this is the time, since, you know, we're dealing with Pisces here, emotions, intuition. This is really taking a look at where you have had fear or frustration or heartache. Swords is the energy of intellect and thought, which is what Mercury is. And if it's in retrograde, if it's in retrograde right now, that is a time to revisit things. And it's not saying you're opening up old wounds. It's saying if something's coming up and you've thought you've already dealt with it, clearly you haven't. Clearly you were meant to go through some other parts of your life first in order for you to have the capacity to deal with it now. So that's important. That's an important distinction here. And that's your reading. Thank you for watching, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you in another video. Peace.